Okay, so it looks like the Eagles will get a offensive weapon back, but also lost one for the year. We also hear a crazy message from Derrick Henry to Saquon Barkley on who's going to be the Russian champ. Plus, why is the Philly media's main question to A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Jalen Hurts about the lack of pass attempts? You got to hear their answers, though. And of course, we break down the Eagles versus Ravens matchup. This one's going to be a good one. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Hopefully, everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. I know I did, but I can't wait to see this matchup. Eagles versus Ravens. Do your boy a favor and hit that like button for a big dub. Subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss these videos. So the big news leading up into this game is the injury report. Devonta Smith, who did not play versus the Rams, was MIA early in the week as it pertains to practice, but as the week went on, Devonta Smith was there. Now, he was straight up asked, will he play versus the Ravens?
I'm going to do whatever they tell me to do. If they tell me to sit, I'm going to sit. Tell me to go, I'll go.
Again, he's leaving it up to the medical staff, and that's the right call. He talked about playing through pain versus playing through something that could get worse. We're just going to see how the medical staff evaluates this one, but at the end of the day, we need number 6 for the long run. I want to win this game. He makes our chances of winning better, but I do need Smitty to do what's best for Smitty. Looking at the entire injury report for Friday, November 29th, big play Slay, concussion, did not practice and is out versus the Ravens. Johnny Wilson, hamstring, did not practice, questionable. Cindy Brown, knee, limited practice, still questionable. And of course, Smitty, questionable. And Ben VanSumeren, limited participant, but is out. And we got some new news. He suffered a season-ending knee injury at practice on Friday based upon the initial diagnosis, NFL sources said. Tough break for a special teams contributor who also carved out a role as a fullback. I hate to see this, especially with his new role at fullback. He was opening some big lanes for Saquon Barkley to run through. But the main credit got to go to the offensive line. And listen to what Meki Becton said. I quote, I haven't had this kind of fun since my junior year of college. You can almost say I lost love for the game in a way because I was just in a bad place. But the Eagles definitely brought my love for the game back for sure. Meki Becton, a former first-round pick to play tackle for the Jets, lost his love for football over there in New York. But in 1 year, coming to Philly, his potential is reached. He's playing like a first-round guard, destroying people alongside of Lane Johnson, Cam Jurgens, Landon Dickerson, and Jordan Mailata, which is also making it that much easier for the MVP, in my eyes, Saquon Barkley. And trust me, I'm not the only one that thinks that. Even division rivals believe he's the MVP.
He's not a Pro Bowler this year. He's first team All-Pro. He's Offensive Player of the Year. He might strike MVP. He's on pace to break every record. If he does that, he has no choice but to be MVP. They have to switch it up and can't make it a QB award if Saquon does this. And I said it to my group chat. I probably said a text message. I said Saquon's about to go outrageous in Philly. You know why? Look what Philly has done for the running backs. Miles Sanders, Pro Bowl, got paid $24 million to the Panthers. Who they have the next year? DeAndre Swift, Pro Bowler, got paid Chicago. I'm not saying that DeAndre Swift and Miles Sanders aren't good backs because they're really, really good backs. But obviously, Saquon's in his own league right now. And we all knew Saquon was great coming out of Penn State and what he's accomplished. You telling me you're putting Saquon behind that Philly line with the talent they have with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, Jahan Dotson, and Jalen Hurt to kind of open up that offense? You can't put in the box in Saquon. And you see what he's doing, bro.
Shoot. We heard from Derrick Henry as it pertains to both him and Saquon Barkley changing the game at the running back position. But listen to what he says about Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, well, first of all, Saquon, slow your ass down. Down. But nah, he's a hell of a player, man. They're a hell of a team. They've been doing a great job as a team. How many games they won? Like 9 straight, I think, or something like that. But as far as running backs, man, we just want to go out there and do our job effectively, show that the position matters, and hopefully, we've been doing that well enough to add value for the future of this position and the guys that's coming up to getting paid. And it's a great time for us to be able to have success, and hopefully it bounces off to the other guys that are coming up and get an opportunity to get paid.
Sorry, Derrick Henry. He's not slowing down anytime soon. And I know y'all are really good against the run. We might pass this game, or we still might run it because it's unstoppable. Now, before we hear from A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Jalen Hurt on the lack of pass attempts, plus in the Rams and Eagles mic'd up episode, Jalen Carter taking more of a leadership role, while the Eagles defensive players love Nick Sirianni being aggressive. And of course, we got to break down more on this Eagles and Ravens matchup. Let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. The holidays are an amazing time to find out you actually don't know what people in your life really want. If you want to get them something practical, they probably already have it. My go-to, something they could use every single day, like Raycon's everyday earbuds. Their earbuds have tens of thousands of 5-star reviews online, and their latest model is better than ever with a 32-hour battery life and multiple connectivities that let you pair with 2 devices at once. Plus, this is new. They got a quick charge function. 10 minutes of charging yields you 90 minutes of battery. And don't worry, if your recipient is for some reason not as impressed as I am, Raycon offers you a 30-day happiness guarantee and easy returns. There is so much to like about Raycon's everyday earbuds, from the casing to the earbuds themselves. Again, I'm just going to pull the left one out. But look how small it is. Small earbud, comfy earbud, and it just fits right in. As soon as you put it in, you can't see it. It won't fall out, but if I turn to the left, you can see it. They come in a multitude of colors. You probably can get your skin color, to be honest. Plus, they come with a carrying case for your case. Let's put it on real quick. But this got to be my favorite thing about Raycon's everyday earbuds. They come with an active noise cancellation. It's a feature that I must have for whether I'm traveling, at the gym, or trying to edit/record a YouTube video while the kids are going crazy downstairs, especially when the holidays come and everybody comes to Philly Mike's house. So go to buyraycon.com/PhillyMike to save big for the holidays and get up to 30% off site-wide. That's right. You'll get up to 30% off everything on Raycon's website when you go to buyraycon.com/PhillyMike. And you can find the link in the description, or easier, you can find it pinned in the comment section. Support Raycon is supporting Philly Mike. A.J. Brown was asked by a Philadelphia beat writer, if I told you by week 12, you guys would be 32nd in pass attempts, would you be surprised? Listen to his answer.
I don't know.
Does it surprise you?
No. It don't surprise me because what we have in the backfield is rare. It's rare. And once you accept that, everything else is easier. So.
Is it hard to accept sometimes, though? Because you guys, you two are great receivers. I mean, you're two of the best in the league.
And that's why it goes back to my mindset. Whenever I touch the ball, I got to make it happen. And but no, I don't because what I see on a day-to-day in practice in the game is very special. Man, what he does is special. So.
I absolutely love that answer from A.J. Brown. He cares more about winning than his own stats. Let's hear from Smitty on that same subject.
Well, my first few years in high school, that's all we did was run the ball. So, I kind of been in it before. But it's come down to making the most of your opportunities. And ultimately, you're winning. Like I always say, when you got Superman in the backfield, you can't complain.
Another great answer. Said we got Superman back there. Why would I complain? Again, the best part of these players' game is not just how good they are, how selfless they are. And this team is way different than last year's. They even went ahead and asked quarterback one Jalen Hurt if it was strange to be 32nd in pass attempts.
It's not strange at all. Look at what our record is.
Do you look forward to maybe that day where, hey, and it's a number 2 rush defense here,
Yeah.
where you say, hey, we might need me to do more.
I look forward to winning, doing whatever is required to do that.
These questions are horrible. They're literally trying to throw a monkey wrench in what the Eagles got going on. They see the win streak. They see we're winning. They're asking the quarterback, should they pass more? The receivers, do you want to catch more? Come on now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the players in the locker room know that they're not going to be able to break us. Not this year. Moving on to this Eagles defense. Top 5 defenses in the NFL through 12 weeks when we struggled early on. Number 1, the Eagles. 2, the Titans. 3, the Broncos. 4, the Chiefs. 5, the Texans. Again, there's a lot to like about what we're doing on offense, but we cannot, and I will not, forget about this defense. Cooper DeJean deserves to get a shout-out, right? So does Quinyon Mitchell. Locked up. Quintanamo Bay. All that good stuff. The D-line stepping up, and I hope they continue to step up in the absence of Brandon Graham. Now, of course, we did sign 2 pass rushers. However, I think the people in the building are more important than the people just getting in the building. And let's give a huge shout out to Josh Sweat, who's just destroying it this year. He's going to have double-digit sacks, and his pressure rate is up there with the best of them. Now, of course, Jalen Carter making it a little easier to get to the quarterback because he gets double-teamed so much this season. It's giving everybody one-on-ones. But I like the leadership role he's showing too. Listen to this mic'd up clip.
How far they made it down the field? We still can get a start. Oh yeah. Still can get a start. Nobody in our end goal. Let's go. Come on. I watch y'all play, bro. That shit inspired me, bro. I've been told this. I've been playing for this for 5 years. I said, Cole, you my leader, Cole. Yeah. You step in, Cole. You playing a big role too, Cole. Appreciate it. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Come on. Just start with us. Let's go. Come on.
Here comes the rush. They got him. He fumbles the football.
Hey, you're a fucking monster, bro. I'm glad I'm on your team. Swear to God. Great fucking job. Come on, man. Hey. Great job. Man, we got a great D-line. Holy.
I respect them this game.
Damn.
Them boys wanted to rush and they got to rush this game.
Jalen Carter talking about it don't matter how far they get down the field, we can still get a stop. And the crazy thing is, Zack Baun's mic'd up. Jalen Carter is around the mic, speaking like a leader. He's probably saying a lot more when he's not close to the mic, and you want that from the best player on your D-line overall. As for Zack Baun, we love him in Philly. We need to sign him like yesterday. Howie knows it. He's going to get something done. But this linebacking group is special together, and I love the fact that Zack Baun appreciates a coach like Nick Sirianni. Listen.
Hey, Nick's aggressive and he trusts us. I love it.
I declined that because of trust.
I know.
Good ass stop, boy. What did you just say?
What I told you on the field. He declined it because he trusts us.
Now, of course, the defense won't be at full capacity when we play in Baltimore versus the Ravens. No Slay, concussion, as we talked about earlier in the show. However, Isaiah Rodgers has stepped in for Slay multiple times this year and has played good. Got beat a little bit in the Rams game, but nothing crazy. And again, one thing about this defense is it plays as a unit. D-line, linebacker, secondary feed off each other. Their communication is top-notch. They pass off coverage in zone. They blitz together. They stunt together. Again, Fangio calling it right, but also got these guys not caring who makes the play as long as somebody makes the play. Tackling's up. Again, give a lot of credit to each and every player, but we can't forget the mastermind, Vic Fangio. Okay, so let's get to this Eagles versus Ravens matchup, starting with the Eagles offense versus the Ravens defense. The Eagles offense ranks 3rd overall with 389.1 yards per game. The Ravens defense ranks 24th overall, allowing 355.6 yards per game via the air and the ground. Let's move to the pass game, where the Eagles rank 23rd with 216.5 yards through the air, but the Ravens pass defense ranks 32nd, allowing 297.4 yards per game, dead last. With that being said, let's move over to the Eagles rush offense, which ranks 1st in the NFL, rushing for 193.4 yards per game, and the Ravens rush defense ranks 2nd, only allowing 77.9 yards per game. Quick injury update for this Ravens defense. Van Noy is not playing. He leads the Ravens with 8 sacks. He's a 12-year vet. That's huge. Roquan Smith was a limited practice on Friday. He's going to try to play, but if he don't play, that defense ain't the same. Now, I know everybody's looking at that second-ranked run defense like, man, the Eagles maybe shouldn't run that much. When you are as good as the Eagles at running the ball, you can never fully abandon it. I won't force Saquon Barkley up the middle multiple times, but you can't abandon it. And if the Eagles break off one big one, it could change the game. As for their 32nd ranked pass defense, we might have to exploit that with Smitty or without Smitty. A.J. Brown ranks 3rd in the NFL in receiving yards per game this season. He'll face a Ravens defense that has struggled to contain opposing wide receivers, ranking 30th in receiver yards allowed per game to the position. So they rank 32nd overall in passing yards allowed, but 30th to the receivers. So we should eat, whether it's the receivers, the tight ends, or the running backs. This could be a game where we throw for 300 yards. As we talked about, the Eagles are 32nd in pass attempts, but somehow sit at 23rd in the pass game. Why? Because Jalen Hurts and this offense ain't a dink and dunk offense. When we do throw it, we throw the ball down the field. We throw the ball to the left, to the right, in the middle. We get chunk yards. That being said, you cannot forget about Saquon Barkley just because of where they ranked. We're too good to do that. So it should be an interesting game as it pertains to moving the ball on this defense. One, they're really good. One, they're really bad. But they're going to definitely look to shore up the one that they're bad at. So who knows what can happen when you are just a pick-your-poison offense as the Eagles are. So let me know what's more likely to happen. Jalen Hurts over 300 or Saquon Barkley over 130. Let me know. Moving on to the Eagles defense versus the Ravens offense. The Eagles defense ranks 1st overall, only allowing 274.6 yards per game, but the Ravens offense ranks 1st, averaging 426.7. Looking at this Eagles pass defense, it ranks 2nd in the NFL, allowing only 196.9 yards through the air, where the Ravens pass offense ranks 6th, passing for 254.5 yards per game. Now let's go over to the rush defense, where we rank 7th, still in the top 10, allowing 99.2 yards per game, going up against the 2nd best rushing offense, averaging 180.2 yards per game via the ground. Remember, the Eagles are number 1, the Ravens are number 2. We got to watch out for the pass game for sure, but I do think this is a game where you put 8, 9, maybe not 9, but 8 in the box. Yes, you got to worry about Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, but I think the back end is able to handle these guys mano a mano, or I should say with one less guy. We got to stack the box not only for King Henry, but for Lamar Jackson, who can get it done via the pass game and the rush game. We know that the top 2 players in the NFL right now for MVP is Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley. We're going to see who gets more busy throughout this game. And I heard that Fangio does struggle versus Lamar Jackson, and he has some great things to say about him. That's even more where Fangio's going to want to play this one right. And I think if you want to beat the Ravens, you got to stop their rushing attack before you try to shut down their passing attack. I think mistakes could be made in the pass game. The rush game, if it gets going, I don't know what to tell you. NFL game preview has 7 people picking the Eagles and 3 people picking the Ravens. Let me know in the comment section what your final score prediction is. I'm going to go 28-23. The Eagles win by 5. Now, I know the Eagles defense hasn't allowed more than 21 points in 7 of the last 8, but I do got to respect this Ravens offense, but they're not getting much more than 21. 28-23, good, hard fought game. With all that being said, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Go get your Raycon headphones. You will love them for the price point and how they feel and how they sound. Again, if you want them for yourself, go ahead and do it. If you want them as a Christmas gift, as long as you order before December 15th, it will arrive before Christmas. Link in the description and or the pinned comment section. Use my code, get 30% off, up to 30% off, all that good stuff. Lastly, let me know how your Thanksgiving was. Also, all your thoughts on everything we talked about, the good, the bad, the ugly. I absolutely love hearing from y'all. Muscle up if you got anything to say. Keep this win streak alive. And like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. I love y'all. We out.